Then the Lord said, I will wipe off from the face of the earth mankind whom I created, together with all the animals that crawl, the birds of the sky, for I regret that I made them. And then we know that it went on and it said that he sent a great flood. Now, in Genesis chapter 10, we're told who the descendants of Cain was. He had 3 sons, according to what the scripture. It only records the actions of, he had 4 sons, rather. He had Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. But they only mention 3 of them. Put is not given any credit for the things that he did. But I want you to look at what we need to understand. How could sin survive the flood? When you look around today at our nation and watch how we could have fallen so far, we need to remember this, that sinful behavior has become publicly applauded and even mandated as they teach our children in public schools. Hopefully it won't make it here for the children who have to endure the public schools here. But they're in the north, they are teaching children in preschool and in first grade about same-sex marriages and about those types of unions. And they're teaching children who are very young how to manipulate a condom. Folks, our children should not be exposed to that. And yet that's what's going on in our world today. We are being told that we have to accept the deviant lifestyles of everybody else. We make heroes out of zeros, folks. America has become a seedbed for every foul spirit to plant its seed and then watch a bumper crop spring forth as the liberal forces do everything they can to wipe out Christianity from our lives. Whenever it was 5-4 decision, folks, you need to understand that was one vote. The gay and lesbian community and transgender community are not satisfied with one vote. They will not be satisfied until 9 out of 9 approve of their lifestyle. And they're going to keep working. Our country is being turned into the hands of the Islamic nation. And they are doing that at the bequest of our own government, because our government is stupid. Right. They send billions of dollars. They have dedicated billions of dollars to send to Iran, but we have an infrastructure in this country of our roads, and there's no money to fix them. But we can send billions of dollars to Iran. We can send millions of dollars to Castro's Cuba, but our senior adults, their Social Security is always brought up and says, well, we won't have the money to fund this. We need to understand America has become a place where any foul spirit can plant its seed and watch it grow. Scripture has given us some clues as to how sin could re-emerge after the world scope, to the worldwide scope that it is today after the flood. And let me see if I can find a couple of these verses of Scripture here. Genesis 8, chapter 20 and 23. Noah, a man of the soil, was the first to plant a vineyard. This is after the flood. He drank some of the wine, and just so that you know, there are no wine vines. Okay? Now, if you go and you get a coconut, and you get a coconut that's been cracked open while it's still green, and air gets in there, the coconut milk will ferment. I know that experientially. I was in Jamaica for a week, and I hadn't had a soda, hadn't had any carbonation all week, and I got a hold of this coconut, and somebody said, well, this coconut juice is good. And I cut the top off of it like they showed me, and I tasted it, and it was bubbly. I said, man, this coconut milk is pretty good. And they said, what? I ain't never seen somebody respond to coconut milk like that. And after I drank most of it, they said, let me taste that. And they tasted it. Oh, you shouldn't drink that. It's been fermented. I paid for it the next day, of course. But understand this.